everyone. So today I want to talk about religion is like a donkey. And the other day I had this image of religion being like a donkey. And what I mean is that I feel that religion brought us to where we are right now. And it carried our goods just like a donkey carries people's goods from one place to another. And that is how I see religion, like this donkey that carried us and our goods up to this point where we are right now. However, I feel that just because the donkey brought us here, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is still useful to us. And I see that almost as if, when you live like in a farm and you're using this donkey to, load it up with the groceries, and then you take those groceries home and stuff like that. But then then one day you're like, okay, I'm going to go to the city with this donkey, right? So you go to the city, and what this donkey is doing, it's no longer useful to you because things are operating in a much different way. So now you have all these cars that are trying to drive fast past you, and here you are with this slow and stubborn donkey. And people are like honking at you and passing you and getting angry at you because they're like, "What the hell are you doing? You're slowing traffic. You shouldn't be here with this animal. Take it back to where it belongs. Take it back to the farm." We have a different system here. And that's how I see this, this donkey. I see it as religion, that it is holding people back. Those that are trying to pass you, whether it's science, human rights, animal rights, whatever it is, these people are trying to pass you, and religion is there getting in the way of that because somebody doesn't want to let go of it. And just because a donkey brought you this far, or it has brought us this far, doesn't mean that we have to keep it. It doesn't mean that it's still useful and beneficial to us. And even though it can still do some good, I think that it is causing more harm than it is good in our society right now. The other thing is that just because the donkey carried your goods, it does not mean that the donkey gave you those goods. And what I mean is that I feel that a lot of religious people don't want to let go of religion because they feel like, oh, if it weren't for religion, I wouldn't have kindness and compassion, discernment, wisdom, all these things that they consider valuable. Because I think that they are thinking that these things came from religion, not through religion. I think that perhaps humanity in the past used religion to pass these values onto people, but that does not necessarily mean they came from religion. I think that there's a difference. And if we can, disconnect those two and say, okay, it's not necessary. I could get those goods through some other means. I can pass on these values to my children without the need of religion. Just like we have moved away from riding horses and donkeys, and now we use cars and planes, I think that we can also move away from religion and use logic, reason, communication, etc. in order to move forward faster and more efficient. I think it is important that we keep the goods the donkey carried and not just throw them away. Because I'm not saying, oh, just because the donkey carried them, you should throw away the goods. No, you don't do that. You keep the goods, but you let go of the donkey. Let go of the religion, but keep the kindness, the goodness, the selflessness, the charity. Keep those things. You don't have to give them up. You don't have to throw those away. That would be completely moronic. I think that we can keep all those things and even improve them. We can look at them objectively and say, okay, this is useful. This no longer is useful. We can let go of this, and these things that are good, that are beneficial to everyone in society, we can build upon those things and make them even better if we can. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.